Oh, so guys, welcome back to another video. This is another urinating tree reaction. I was coming here expecting to see the This Week in Sports Bowl, but I guess it gets posted a little bit later today. So obviously I'm hoping that I can do the reaction tomorrow. But I was on his channel and I was just looking through like his videos, and I was wanting to get back onto his sort of the legacy of failure type videos. And I don't know if this is specifically the legacy of failure, because I feel like with that series, it says it in the title, but this one is on, so it's 0 to 16, the story of the 2017 Cleveland Browns, and I know they've been memed a lot, and I know they're doing really well now, but I always get references from his videos, and he sort of talks about them, how they've sort of become actually quite good from where they were, and I guess this is a video that will sort of help me understand how they were back in the day. And yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not aware of this at all, but I do like the idea of getting into these older type videos, so I understand the references come when like he posts more videos in the future, so I understand it more. But yeah, hope you guys are going to enjoy it. It's a bit of a short one, but again, I'm excited to get into it, and I don't know, I just enjoy his reactions. But hopefully you guys are doing well, hopefully you're doing well for New Year, and yeah man, let's just get into this one.
Pretty clear about the fact Antonio Brown will use the blocked into the end zone. Free ball.
Is it just going to be highlights of how bad they were?
And picked up for the touchdown by Pittsburgh.
Well, also for Cleveland Browns today, as usual.
Pump fake, pass underneath, and it's good for the touchdown. And picked up for the touchdown by Pittsburgh.
Well, also for Cleveland Browns today, as usual.
Pump fake, pass underneath, and it's good for the touchdown.
At some point, us Cleveland Browns fans have to fight back and get our money back
So
for these
loud.
ticket prices. Hugh Jackson, Jimmy Haslam, this is what you wanted. You guys don't want a team? We'll leave. We'll have the Cavs and the Indians. That's it.
Oh my god. Fucking hell.
I want them to start winning.
Kaiser, good protection over the middle, intercepted.
You're such a poor fucking coach. Your friends are doing anything to defend you. You knew what you were getting into with the
Fuck, he got spun.
The fact of the matter remains is you are a horrible offensive coordinator.
He'll send it deep. Intercepted, Malik Hooker.
It's about time we look at the Browns as more than a recurring punchline.
It's so weird how different tree sounds in these older videos as
That the
well.
once incredible rivalries with the Steelers and Bengals can actually be competitive again.
Plenty of daylight. Bernard
Oh! He just ran through that.
Our offenses completely went. Oh, you're supposed to be this offensive guru, and it's gone. When you get in the red zone,
Oh
you
no.
don't even attempt to run the ball. You're fucking clueless. No one can justify that. Now your friends know how bad of a decision. Everyone's coming out to try to justify why he has nothing to work with.
Hogan to the air. Intercepted.
Oh,
Too
no.
high for Duke Johnson. And it's Joseph.
I'm looking at the record and yeah. See, this is a run through from the start to the end of the season. Okay. Oh, 0 and 16. Oh, I get it. That's their record. I'm stupid.
I know you all always want to know how I think
0 and 16 though. What the
together.
fuck?
I think very well. Now been together about a year and a half, and I think AB, Sash, Paul, Hugh are working together extremely well.
With New England, Kaiser on a bootleg pass.
Oh.
Pass is picked out of the air.
Again, we come up on the short end of the stick. We can't finish one, so that's just kind of where we are. But I thought we had our chances, and we didn't get a chance to.
Left tricep tear.
Diving
What?
catch, and he muffed it.
Same thing we.
Well, I wasn't looking at what happened there. I was looking at something else.
But I thought we had our chances, and we didn't get a chance to.
Catch called for, and diving catch, and he muffed it.
Same thing we see every week, basically. I expect it to happen in various forms, and it always does. At this point, I've been laughing for about 3 years.
And the Browns had a trade in place with the Bengals for quarterback A.J. McCarron, but Cleveland did not notify the league until after the 4 o'clock Eastern.
After hearing got several emails last night, coaching staff of Browns highly upset at the front office. Coaches and building working FO. Front office went home at 5. Bengals and Browns actually agreed. AJ McCarron trade at 3:55 per source involved. Bengals approved to trade to NFL. Browns did not. Fucking hell. So they were just a meme throughout the whole season.
Deadline, and as a result,
on and off the field.
trade was denied.
And all you have to do is notify the league office you're making a deal. And that's an easy thing.
This is the most Brown story of all time.
It's a lot simpler than what's been written.
The most Brown story.
Truly, this is just a matter of getting to a deal too late in the process.
To make it worse, Arnold, your fan base, the people that actually walk into that stadium, they're going, what are we doing here? In the locker room, the players are going, really? Did that just happen? How did they screw that up?
I want to send a message to everyone, whoever makes fun
Oh, the speed, my God.
Believe me, if I thought Hugh Jackson could help this team, I'd be like, yeah, we'll get one more year, but he's a cancer.
I know what's here. I know how we got here. I see it. We all do. I mean, what we got to do is fix it.
Another short one. Peppers bobbles it. Ball is loose.
Hugh Jackson's a petulant, midget, diminutive scarf.
It's a petulant midget. What?
I mean, what we got to do is fix
what?
it.
Short one. Peppers bobbles it. Ball is
The petulant midget.
Hugh Jackson's a petulant, midget, diminutive, scar-faced pile of shit. Cancer.
What is that? What's he just said then? He's just called him small in like 3 different ways.
What fan base
Oh, that's
deserves
funny, man.
What fan base deserves this?
Still going and into the end zone.
They have drafted bum after bum,
Bum.
after bum.
Pump fakes. Here comes
Oh, that's
I think a
horrible.
well-run Browns franchise would be great for football.
Second and 13. That pass is intercepted.
What even is
Moments
that?
ago, the Cleveland Browns fired their executive vice president, Sashi Brown, the man that headed their personnel department the past 2 years.
Run it to Williams. Big hole.
The Browns will begin their search for their 9th general manager since the team returned to Cleveland in 1999.
Please explain to me why Hugh Jackson is still the head coach of the Cleveland Browns.
Hugh Jackson has decided again that he's going to allow himself to be the scapegoat instead of Sashi Brown.
Do you understand that it's actually statistically harder for a team to be this consistently bad than it is for them to occasionally accidentally be good? And here's what you have to understand. We don't even expect you to be good. We just want you to be watchable.
That's horrible
Do you have
defending
any
as
idea
well.
how low our expectations are? We don't expect you to win the Super Bowl. We just want you to look better than a Division III high school team.
Mate, I'm looking at this footage. I can't even imagine. I mean, you're seeing through the commentary, and that's people like fans talking, yeah. But just having to watch this week in, week out, the team that you support being this bad.
I would be remiss if I didn't say that I understand we've only won 4 games in the last 2 years and only won 1 last year, so we're very realistic about where we are.
You never know what happens from year to year, but at the same time, I mean, it can't get much worse than this, true?
Did you just say they won 1 game last year? Wait.
In the last 2 years and only won 1 last year.
Am I hearing this wrong?
I'd be remiss if I didn't say that I understand we've only won 4 games in the last 2 years.
You've won 4 games in the last 2 years and 1 game in the last year. How can you support these? I mean, now they're doing bits, and I'm actually happy because to have to go through this pain, it now makes more sense as to why the fans are so excited and just happy. But having to go through that terrible run beforehand, that's why I also love American football. Like, soccer is a sport where the top teams stay on top the majority of the time, and the smaller teams, sometimes you have a rarity when they go off and they do bits, like Leicester a few years ago, if you guys know about that story. But most of the time, you just sort of have the top teams and then the medium teams and then the teams that sort of do bits fluctuate a bit. But in American football, you have a team who was looking like the worst team in the history of the sport a few years before, and then suddenly they're like a contender, or they're competing at a high level for the playoffs. And it's just like, it's so crazy to me how things can change within 2 to 3 years. But that's the beauty of this sport and the beauty of like the draft, etc., and all these different things. It sort of helps keep a sort of a high level sort of competition between teams, and I love that sort of side of American sports in general.
We won 1 last year, so we're very realistic about where we are.
You never know what happens from year to year, but at the same time, I mean, it can't get much worse than this, true?
It can. Oh my God.
It can't. I mean, let's just be honest. I mean, it can't get much worse than what it is.
If we're sitting here a year from now, after another 1 in 15 seasons,
Again, we can't do that.
what would that?
I can't do that. We're not going to do that.
It'll end the round play. This is Darius Hayward Bay finding the edge. He's still going. 5, and he's into the end zone.
The guys who were here before that system, they didn't get real players. And I think, as Bill Parcells would always say, you are...
Fucking hell.
Here he goes, the rookie into...
They're getting these photos of them so many times this season, but this is something else.
The
How have I never seen this before?
That system, they didn't get real players. And I think, as Bill Parcells would always say, you are...
Oh, mate. Oh, yeah, that is nuts. Does he make it? Please. 21. My guy, bro.
I am so disappointed in what I'm seeing on Hugh Jackson's offensive side of the ball. I don't know what the fuck is doing.
Territory football is loose. Who's got it? And Pittsburgh has recovered.
If Donald Trump can become president, then even Cleveland can be a good football team.
Somehow escapes. Kaiser's pass is incomplete.
Oh, no.
Or the football gods will continue to use them and the factory.
Perfectly awful season. I love the... What's the word called? I like how it's sort of perfectly awful. What's it called? I can't find the term, but I like how he's put how it's put like that, perfectly but awful at the same time.
Is their personal toilet.
No, I'm not. I'm not going 1-15.
Which is how bad it actually was.
Well, I'll be swimming in the lake over there somewhere. So that's not happening. I don't think anybody else could have did this job.
He was right. Yeah, he was. He was right.
I don't think a lot of people did it.
Just not in a good way.
I understand where our fans are. Hopefully, in time, that will change. You know. They don't like it now. I don't like it any more than they do. But this is the hand that they're dealt. We're dealt, and we got to fix it. That's what we're gonna do. No, I don't think anybody else could have stayed in this job for 2 years and be 1-31. A lot of coaches would have said, "I'll go after last year."
You are a factory of sadness.
Tell you what, one good thing of this, it actually makes me happy to see the Browns actually doing bits now. It really does. Anyone here 3 years later when they have a winning record of at least 9-3, edit 10-5 as of week 16. I'm happy for them, man. Honestly, like seeing how genuinely just, I'm gonna say just shit they were. A record of 1-31. Like what? When your offense is the best defense in the league. When your offense is the best. We're not going to 1-15. Well, he was right. That is funny though. He was spitting facts, to be fair. That alphabet has more W's than Cleveland Browns. Only the Browns would keep a head coach after a winner's season. Yeah, that's ridiculous. How does that even happen? Is he still their coach? Wait. What's his name again? I can't... Let's just see. Cleveland Browns coach. Because if he isn't, he's done bits of them, then fair enough. But nah, it's not him. It's not him. But my days, bro, that is ridiculous, man. That's an insane story. I'm definitely going to be doing more of these run-through videos of teams from the past. I love these sort of reactions, and it is kind of like legacy of failure, but this was just focused on one individual season. But my days, man. Poor fans. And again, I'm just happy for you guys, because I know there's a few of you, especially one specific guy who's a big supporter of the Browns, and he's just gassed of how good they're doing now. So respect to you, man, because to have to go through that sort of pain as a fan is the worst. I mean, I understand somewhat, because following the sports, following your teams, when you go through bad times, it feels awful. And for some people, sports is literally their life. But like when things go good and things turn around, and you go through all the hardships, and you're now seeing the sort of the fruits from your labour kind of thing, and you're actually like a contender, it must be so like relaxing, relieving just to sort of know that you're back up there competing. But yeah, interesting video. Hope you guys enjoyed this. And what are your thoughts on this? Because I mean, the New York Jets definitely sort of compete with this to a certain degree, but maybe this has to top them for sure, because there's just so many sort of terrible incidents in this, like terrible plays and just things like that. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this reaction, and until next time, like, subscribe, peace.